Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next two... Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And we're underway. Well, now the opposition are going to have to find something pretty special to stop Lionel Messi today, aren't they, Jim?
Yeah, the man is an absolutely born winner. You just feel that with him on the pitch, anything is possible.
And what's more, he brings out the best of his teammates.
Yeah, I think he just gives them that confidence that they can overcome whatever the opposition throws at them. And he leads by example, of course, and will probably come up with something.
And this is forehand. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it.
They're wrong. If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now, can they get him away? And it's with the keeper.
Right on. Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
Filippo Inzaghi. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's found the way past. Kunde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Yeah, definitely not much wrong with what he tried, all things considered. The defence were just well prepared for what was coming.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. De Bruyne plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Zanetti. Messi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Forlan, and he's away. Well, saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Inzaghi, in with the challenge. Now it's Eto. Passing is crisp and sharp. Best! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, to put it this way, he's probably made better decisions.
Timber. De Bruyne. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Going for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? There's the whistle for half-time. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So they head in no further forward. The score here still 0-0. Substitution for Barcelona. Number 5, Diego Forlan. Here we go again then.
Replace him is...
First half brought no goals.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Barcelona do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Mane and Mane!
was smashed with venom. Violence even. All he had to do was hit the target. It's such a shame.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Goal is still, neither side really getting on. Inzaghi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Filippo Inzaghi is offering a wry smile there.
The wrong. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Best. And this is Mane. Eto'o. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. And he's on his way. Philippe. And a chance! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. So here comes the substitution.
Number 13, Eto'o. Number 8,
Van de
number
Beek.
15, Sado.
Rijkaard.
Number 23,
Yeah. And it's Mane.
coming on the
Mane
field.
will not want to lose out here, not against the opponent.
Number 19,
That tackle was certainly sturdy.
number 18,
While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Quality ball. Now it's Messi. Neatly clipped into space. He's and Mane! It's hit the uprights. De Bruyne. Oh, good-looking ball. Best, very much a man of this moment. Benatia. Messi. And he's there to get it away. Not the most convincing of passes. Looking to play him in.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter.
Real chance! Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a go.
Best, the specialist in tearing teams apart.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And Rossini receives it in a wide position. That is good strength. Cross flung in towards Messi. There's a probing ball. And it's Messi. And there goes the final whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talk. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a spurring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here. Well, Fabio Cannavaro may not be a giant in physical terms, Jim, but his reputation, his presence are as imposing as they come.
Yeah, he's proof positive that being a top-class centre-half isn't all about physicality and height. You know, he's only 5'9", but he's immense in the air. It just goes to show the importance of how he reads the game, the anticipation, the position.
Pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. The defensive.
Tries a shot!
So smooth, a signature finish.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
After 16 minutes is number 8.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And this is Bale. Oh, surely that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. The most accurate pass. Lofted upfield. It's been shifted off it. Barcelona are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And we're not going to make any further progress now. He's being urged to shoot. No messing about, just bludgeoned the way.
Such good technique.
No luck with that dink over the top. Otto. He's there to retrieve it. Delivers the ball. Cleared away. Eto. Now it's Forlan. Passing is crisp and sharp. This is Eto. Eto! Sensational from Eto!
He's got himself an absolute pitch. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react. There's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Now it's Bale. Now it's Rooney. He's had it nicked away. Koundé coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Cannavaro. Van de Ven. Cannavaro. Seedorf conjures time and space where few can.
Has been indicated.
Best. Oh, this is a terrific run. And it's Varane. This is promising. Certainly caught him there. It's a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Forlan ready to try one. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Forlan! It's loose now. They want to get it back. And the first half is done. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Barcelona are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 5, Diego Forlan.
That gets things going for the second half.
Him is number 11.
He wasn't going to be fooled. This is Eto. Barcelona come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Wriggles his way through. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Best really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because support was arriving quickly.
Oh, he's been caught napping. It's the keeper's ball. Knocks it into space. He's done very well to take that back. And he's managed to get free. Seedorf. No way through. And he's had a hit. It's bounced back off the post. And this is Eto. It's a searching pass. And this is Eto. Real chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Just so calm under pressure. And he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle and it was a very good finish. And I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Davids. Borussia Dortmund appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can. Best. Now here's a good battle. Nice. Takes a shot.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, it's a promising build-up. There's plenty of really nice passing. And body! It is a very, very good save.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
They've played it short. Let's make sure that's not getting through. Borussia Dortmund are looking to go forward now. Oh, really cute. What a lovely series of passes. And he's there to get it away.
Added time.
Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. Oh, well played, well played. Davids. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Oh, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish, having pulverised what was put in front of them. It was a pulsating performance. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Barcelona.
Pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Jim, how are you reading the formation?
Yeah, Peter, you can look at this formation 1 minute and think that it is 4-3-3, and the next time you check, it'll be 4-5-1. And it's all to do with whether you've got the ball or not, and the wider attacking players being asked to apply defensive discipline too. When it does turn to a 5 across midfield, then the shape of this team takes on a much tidier, compact defensive look.
And that's a good ball. That'll be a throw-in. And he's forced to go back. Forlan, undoubtedly the centre of attention today. Another huge landmark reached. It is his 500th game.
Chance for a shot! Brilliant! Oh, it's fabulous! A finish right from the top draw.
And how about that for a volley? Executed to perfection.
Oh, look, there's always a bit more satisfaction in executing the first-time volley, and he'll be buzzing inside after that. Good bullets!
I doubt very much that this was in the script.
Good bullets!
He's been outplayed. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Passes short and sharp.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
He's found a way through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And here's Neymar. And it's Albert Ferrer. And here's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it.
Hey, what's up, bro? What's up? What's up?
Pressure needs to be better all around.
Van der Ven can get it clear. Pull it. Veron. Nicely aimed pass. Best. And it's Veron. Best. And it's Seedorf. Rijkaard. Best! What a save from Peter Schmeichel!
Yeah, it's rank pushing. I'm rank pushing Division 1 versus AI. I'm playing with AI Division 1 rank push.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. They've played it short. And the shot!
And he hits the net. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch at moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Guardiola. Veron. Eto'o. Great, it's Forlan! And it's a goal! And that That is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter. And while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Barcelona go into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Now it's Forlan, looking tidy in possession here. Best! Superb from Best! He's got himself an absolute peach. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
And the referee brings the first half to a close.
Well, it's hard to say whether a two-goal advantage under these circumstances is decisive or not, but so far, I haven't really seen enough to indicate that the opposition can come out in the second half and improve to that degree.
Thank you very much for your cooperation.
Barcelona head in for half-time with a 3-1 lead.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're underway again. Now it's Luis Suarez, and he's found a big chance! Yes! And they are pulling clear here. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Barcelona grab a 3-goal lead. It's just too easy. It's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Zanetti going full tilt down the left. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Done delicately. Good read, needed to be.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cannavaro wins the duel this time. Flamengo can't breathe again. Just.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape. Well, that was well positioned and well pitched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Flamengo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Rijkaard. Veron. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. 75 minutes played. Now it's Luis Suarez. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. And this is Eto'o. pull it. Oh, it's Batistuta.
Van der Ven.
Seedorf. Best. Albert Ferrer.
Nicked it back promptly.
Oh, well measured.
Goes for a shot! Keeper's got his work done. Substitution for Flamengo. Number 22.
Have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Is number 20.
It's a decent clearance.
Substitution.
That is ended up in no man's land.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Seedorf. Luis Suarez. Seedorf.
2 added minutes has been
Lovely
indicated.
pass, but can he get there?
Neymar finds himself offside.
Taken back almost at once. Now, can
And that is a chance!
And that may well be that. That is that.
What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Action has already started. Well, there's the unmistakable of Luis Suarez, the sharpest of sharpshooters, both for club and country, Jim.
Well, I'll add the word razor sharp to that, Peter.
And of course, when he moved to the Catalan capital in 2014, he became
The last piece.
in one of the most feared attacking front threes of all time.
Absolutely. He made his debut a few months into the season, but didn't really get going until around the turn of the year. I remember their first home game of the new year in particular.
Oh yeah, when he scored the second goal that day, didn't he? Against opponents he would go on to join, and of course with whom he would become. And body! It was produced there, the crispest of hits.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but you can praise the drive and the application. It was beautifully hit.
Albert Ferrer. Ledged. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckenbauer. Can he get on the end of this? Ledged. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Winning running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Luis Suarez! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Van de Ven. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Rui Costa. Ledged is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Maradona going face to face with his great rival. Oh, they could break here. Now it's Eto'o.
Santos really have found that they're getting more space out wide, and I can see now there's a lot of activity developing in that area, Peter.
Yeah, it's busy in there, isn't it?
Yeah, the wide players are doing...
Oh, he's giving it, tries a shot! Goal! Santos! The breakthrough strike! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Santos have broken through. It's 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
It's Luis Suarez. Little doubt, that is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Albert Ferrer. Iniesta. Looking to play him in. Rui Costa could try cutting inside here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. It had to be. Cannavaro. Zanetti. Seedorf. And here's Eto'o. Iniesta. Zanetti cuts out the pass. Seedorf.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Rui Costa conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Mane. And Mane! Fantastic from Mane! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. They have come roaring back.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break All square. So your views on the first half?
Barcelona have been pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remained calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time.
Substitution.
Barcelona get the second half started. It is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows that. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Eto'o proves just a little bit too strong. Nicely aimed pass. Ball is over the line. Santos appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Howson. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Played out to the left flank. Iniesta. Oh, that's fabulous. And a chance! That is decidedly lacking. Cannavaro. Zanetti. Kante kept aware and did it easily. Seedorf. Wrong. Now it's Eto'o.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Knocks it into space. Oh, just skips past his man. Goes for a shot. It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Santos! And they're back in front. Maradona duly reaps his reward. Kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Diego Maradona! Diego Maradona!
Substitutions taking place.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Santos get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they craved. Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Barcelona really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Number 8, Rui Costa. Coming on to replace him is number 3, Griezmann.
Conte. Oh, well measured. That's an excellent interception. Cannavaro. And it's Forlan. It's Luis Suarez.
Time.
And the number on the board is 3. Howson does really well to win the ball there. Now he's off and running. Forlan. Oh, good read. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Barcelona were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways. But in the end, they fell just short. Effort unrewarded.
Please join me in wishing all the best
So
to
what do you
members
take
of
away
our
from it all,
fan
Jim?
clubs.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And already we're underway here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, it's hard not to be impressed with Ashraf Hakimi.
Money!
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Well, he's intervened well there. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Tries to play it through. Has ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And the return pass. Barcelona are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Cannavaro. Van der Ven. Kupchu. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hendrick. And it's Kupchu. Seedorf does well to get it back.
Well, in modern football, you get hounded by everyone.
Barcelona looking to pass their way through. And this is Mane. Best. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, the defence proved infallible then. That won't be the last they'll see of him. I'm not sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Hakimi. Cannavaro. Seedorf plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mbappe looks to get on the end. That'll be the last act of the first half. And it was a half of could haves and should haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
And now,
Good attack on the first 45 minutes. Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively, I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative. So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Number 11, Mane.
That gets things going to the second half.
Number 21.
Barcelona clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just big chance! And yes, it's there!
And that is the goal we've all been yearning for.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score. Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence, who were made to look a little lost in all honesty. So we have our breakthrough. We'll talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully. Mbappe is herring after that one. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon. Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change. There's great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Adams tries to clear. Matches Cunha. Rijkaard being hunted in packs. Well, he's the quarterback equivalent, so I'm not surprised that he's being closed down first. Now it's Hendrick. Now it's Mbappe. That has ended up in no man's land. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Luis Suarez. Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort. This is a really front-footed approach. You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here. He's not got that quite right. Mbappe. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Sending in numbers sharp and uncompromising. And it's Eto'o. That's been intercepted. That's great positioning. So good from him. Now this could be a chance. Barcelona finding their passes. It's a sharp pass. Barcelona are in dire need of a breakthrough. Can they? Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation. It's Eto'o!
And that could have brought them level.
What a chance. It looked to me like he just changed his mind at the last second there.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 23.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 18. Ambrosini. Substitution in progress. Substitution for Barcelona. Number 15. Seedorf. Number 8. Number 13, Eto. Coming on the field, number 4, Vieira.
True Bangkok United surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
This is Luis Suarez. Great challenge, time to perfection.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from
2
here.
added minutes has been indicated.
Pitches it off him. Great vision. And time is up. Quite a game. One that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but
Take a break.
oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Sudan.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We have already started here.
Frank Rijkaard can make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
Score a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful.
Seedorf wins the duel this time. Best. Passing is crisp and sharp. Best is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Looking to play him in. It's a nicely shaped ball. Caught offside that time. Nicked it back promptly. And it's Bale. Out towards the flank. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly. Stood up very well to his man. Rijkaard promptly onto that, and that is that. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the... The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued.
Best! That is some save from Khan. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with the corner. They're first. That should get the job done. And now a sudden chance to counter.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Rijkaard.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
Messi, he's found a way through. Look at the space here. Zanetti gets rid without sophistication. Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Half-time whistle goes. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, I think from the manager's viewpoint, Peter, he'll be demanding more from his team during the break, but he'll at least be happy at the way they've contained the opposition so far.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change perhaps after half-time.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 5, Diego Forlan.
And we're off again.
Coming on the field is
0-0.
number 20.
We're at the halfway point.
Batistuta.
Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. Were stacked against them.
Well, there's a probing ball. Tries to pass it through. And Dyke kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Batistuta. Oh, slim chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 23.
Time for a change in personnel.
Number 15. Seedorf. Number 8. Number 13.
Still waiting for the game to take off here.
Coming
0-0.
on the field. Number 18.
Xavi Alonso.
Ambrosini.
It
Number
is still
4.
anyone's game. 0-0.
Number 20. Chiesa. Number 10. Johan Cruyff.
Looking for options for movement. Bale receives it in a wide position. He gets big. He scores. The
How is that
breakthrough
even a
strike.
goal, man? How is that possible?
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Number 21. Ruud van Nistelrooy.
So we have our breakthrough.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
Rijkaard really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Some really good ball movement. And Batistuta!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cruyff. Quick to recover this. And here's Cruyff. We expected better, and so did he. And it's Ambrosini. This is Cruyff! movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
Ball's gone astray.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Bale. Rijkaard. Quality ball. Now it's Chiesa. And the referee's looking at his watch. We could be done here. Chiesa. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. And he's managed to get rid. And here's Chiesa. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And that is Scooter! The last act of the game, which they chased to the very end. It finishes all square, but boy, they were close to snatching it. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
Report to the staff room immediately.
Which is so much what we've seen today then, Jim.
Yeah, this looked the